Welcome, Christopher Stocks.
So,
This is Christopher Stocks' office. Okay. Let's just talk about your business.
yeah, man. Thanks for letting me do a podcast with you. Can be graced in your presence.
Yeah.
My business. Well, I have a home service business, as you know.
Yep.
Primarily window cleaning, subscription window cleaning. Do a couple other things, but that's the core service.
Yeah.
Started off as probably more like a door-to-door sales rep, and then turned it into a real business model. And Blake here was like one of the first sales reps locally, just pounding pavement, and then now I get to help support your business. So yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I started doing stuff with Chris when I was still in high school, and one of my buddies, Malachi, was just like, "Hey, I'm doing like door to door for this guy making a bunch of money." I was like, "Oh, okay, bet I'm down to try that." So I came out. I had never even met him. I remember I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I want to do stuff with you," and he said, "Okay, I'll call you." And then he called me like 3 hours later for like 5 minutes, and I don't even remember what you asked me, but basically you were like, "Okay, just go out and sell." But I was like, "Okay." And he like got me set up with an account, and I went out and sold.
Did you go out with Malachi?
Yeah. And I sold one my first day, and then they canceled because I didn't know how to do anything. Like the technician showed up the next day. I remember it was my first sale. There was a sticky note on the door. It said, "We never got any confirmation from you, so we're not home. Don't clean our windows." Because I told them, I was like, "Oh yeah, you get an email, you get a text reminder, all that stuff will go through." And I didn't even know how any of it worked, so ended up not selling them. But after that, we had a good run.
Sick.
But, and then I met him like 3 days later. I made you more money. I made you like probably $2,000 before I met you.
Yeah, this probably sounds about right.
That's okay.
Also, that sounds about right for the door-to-door intro.
Yeah, it was
pretty bootleg at the time.
Oh, when we...
It was probably like, "Hey, you can go out with Malachi like for a couple hours. Just get someone to say yes, and then I'll start training you."
Yeah.
Because it was like...
That's pretty much how it was.
Like, well, everyone's like, "I'll try it," and then they hate it. And you were like, "Oh, I sold someone."
Yeah, then I didn't.
Yeah, then you didn't sell someone.
And I remember because I was knocking with Malachi, and Malachi was just glazing you so hard. Every single door I knocked on, and I got to the backyard, he would be like, Chris would have sold that. Because I remember it was like the biggest house. I quoted them for like 350, and they're like, "We'll think about it." And I was like, "Oh dang, they're not buying." And then Malachi was like, "Chris would have sold that for 800 easy." I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah.
And then I met you, and then...
Well, the funny thing is, when Malachi told me about you, he was like, "Dude, I found literally my friend's like the same person as you." Like, you guys even look similar.
People ask us if we're brothers all the time.
I have a client. I was like, "Ask my cousin."
Yeah.
It's my little cousin.
Yep. Basically cousins. But, yeah, and then did door-to-door for him for a while. And it was fine, but I always wanted to, like, do my own business. So started doing some work with him, and then his old company was Glide Guys, and it was these yellow trucks and just PNG of a rooftop, or it was a squeegee or something. It was like a rooftop with a squeegee from Google. And the website was literally, you look up the website and it's just a picture of a DI tank with a light blue background. It's like, that's what I would show people. I'd be like, "Yeah, this is what we use to clean." Like, I would never show anyone the website because it was terrible. And then when we were driving from Utah to Las Vegas, and I was in a different car, and then the tire blew up on me, so I ended up being in the Mav with you guys. And just on that drive, I was like, "I'm making you a new brand. Like, yours sucks so much." So in like an hour, we came up with the name Rise, and then by the time we'd gotten to the house, it came up with the new logo. And then over that like month, we built out all the branding, built out a website, built out slicks, built out just everything for you.
Yeah, planned scripted
ads, everything. What was like the biggest difference from going from Glide Guys to Rise?
The biggest difference? Well, I mean, yeah, it was like a pukey, ugly
Everything.
It was just something so that I could we could just sell with a name on Google. So there wasn't really thought behind it. Cause I'm not as creative as you in that aspect, but it was just something that I just need something legit so people can actually look us up on Google. So it was just something short, sweet that I could put up there. And then I was like, all right, well, let's get it branded at least. So we have someone with a uniform and a truck. But
the truck route.
The biggest difference was just it helped create a feeling around the branding. So when people see Rise now versus probably when they saw the Glide Guys stuff, it invokes internally and a reaction, a positive reaction, not a neutral or sketchy or negative reaction. So it just creates a feeling. It was pretty simple. It was just a better overall experience, and I think it starts with the branding. So a lot of people probably they don't have great branding because they don't understand that that's kind of probably where everything starts from. So I wouldn't have changed anything either. I just would have probably left it pretty similar. But yeah, now it's the logo everything's all custom, and it's recognizable in our service area, and people are like, oh yeah, I see your trucks all the time. Or people I know, our friends or family, they're like, dude, it looks like you've been in business for 20 years. It looks like those are the comments that we get back. Yeah. And then actually we just won an award.
Yeah, that is true.
From Google. They want me to buy something, go figure, but it was based off of reviews and then the quality and the length of reviews. We're the best window cleaning company in our service area. So that's cool, but I think it starts with the branding. Also helps because you don't get all those reviews without good branding. Yeah, that's how it starts. Yeah. But that was the biggest.
I feel like you're more confident to everything. I walk into the warehouse and there's just yard signs everywhere. You're wearing 3 things with your branding on it right now.
Oh yeah,
you got the
locked in.
You got the shirt. You got the hoodie. Let me put the mic closer.
We got some uniforms. Sorry, I'm gonna put my mic back up. Yeah, we got uniforms for the guys now. They all love that. And
the hat.
Got the hats.
Nice.
The trucks are sick.
Everyone loves the trucks.
The trucks are great. Yeah, so we're rolling. We're starting to play the game now a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I remember the first truck because I was working with you before the first wrap, and we were all so hyped about it. And then he sent us a picture. It was this. Remember, it was the puke green.
That was bad.
It was
I don't know if we could put that on the screen.
It was not even. I probably have a picture of it somewhere. It was not even yellow.
Yeah, it was gross.
It was terrible.
It was gross.
And then the font was.
It was memorable though. That's what I was. So that's what I was going for. I was like, let's just make it look kind of interesting and weird, so people don't forget it. Even if it looks gross, they'll remember it.
Yeah, it was definitely.
But that was not what I should have went for. But that was where my mind went.
Remember the Glide Guys song I made?
I do. Yeah, you guys made a little Glide Guys rap.
That was great.
Little hip hop.
I remember actually my first day meeting him. I think it was my first day. It was so hot and I had my shirt off because it was over the summer, and you were like, why do you have your shirt off? I was like, because it's hot. And you're like, you're not knocking doors with your shirt off. I said, yeah, I am. So I literally went and knocked a door with my shirt off, and the first door did answer. The second door was like, why don't you have a shirt? I was like, it's hot. We're just doing window cleaning. And they were just like, oh, we're good. And closed the door on me. And
not a great pattern interrupt, I guess.
Not too good enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's wasn't the greatest. Okay, so did the branding last year. Got the website up, social media up. Do you feel like that was beneficial to your just online reputation? Obviously, because you do door-to-door mostly. Well, you started doing door-to-door mostly. Do you think you would have been able to do more of the transition to online stuff without maybe not even a good brand, but a good website, a good social media, stuff like that? Or do you think it probably would have flopped if you didn't have everything as dialed as you did?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a safe assumption that there would not be as good conversions and feedback from leads and clients without everything we have set up right now. I mean, that's probably a safe bet. I mean, so I could only imagine what what it would look like. I mean, it would still be kind of non-existent probably at this point, because I mean, we primarily did door to door, and we just started to track our leads and return, and like ad spend and cost per lead and all those things. We just started doing that. So I can't imagine trying to do that with a crappy brand like we had before. So it probably would have flopped without having some better stuff set up like we have right now.
Yeah.
Probably what I would say.
Do you think it helps when you do knock on the doors too? They're like, is there certain people that are like, oh yeah, I've seen your brand, or if you like show them the website and they're like, oh, like they trust you more? Have you seen that at all since you've been doing door to door?
I can testify to two things. One, the short answer is yeah. So like whenever we were in Vegas working with Mint, we worked with Mint. I got that reaction a lot from clients who were like, oh yeah, I've been seeing your ads before, like when I did knock on the door.
Yeah.
And now we are more recognizable in our service area in Colorado, and people all the time are like, oh yeah, I'll see you. Or they're like, yeah, I saw a couple trucks, and then I saw your ad online, and then I saw a yard sign in my neighbor's house or something. So yes, it definitely helps, because I think it's like, I don't know what they say, it's like 11 impressions before people make buying decisions.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
7 to 11, 13, 11.
I think it's 7 to 11.
Yeah, it's like 11. So yeah, I literally had this lady one time this year. She's a quarterly account for us that I sold. She's like, oh yeah, I saw a couple of your trucks come through, and then, you know, I saw your ad online, and then I saw a yard sign on my neighbor's house, and then she was like, you know, and then when I saw your ad, I was like, oh yeah, I just like this. Like I could get behind it. Like she thought it was so clever. And then she told me before she called to book, she saw one of our yard signs, like someone had either bent it really bad or like thrown it in a garbage can or something. She was like, I literally got out of my car and like put it back in, and then I called you. But she was like, oh yeah, I could get with that. Like she was like all about it. It was pretty funny. I remember it. We've already done her. I think I signed her up like over a year ago. She's like a quarterly account in a really nice gated neighborhood.
Yeah, that's funny.
Pretty hilarious.
So you think do you think it's worth it to, obviously you would still be successful if you just did door to door. Obviously, I mean, it works, it's proven, but do you think it was worth the investment to spend money on website, all your marketing stuff like slicks, door hangers, obviously the truck wrap, and then spending money on ads, whether they convert or not, but like spending money to get your ads out there? Do you think having those multiple points, and like, because you've done pretty much everything, like everything you can, you've done sticky notes, you're the first person to do that, having all of those out there, do you think it helped with even just door to door more than it would have if you saved that money and just put more money into straight door to door, hiring more reps, spending more time on the field? Do you think in the long term, maybe not this year, but over the next year or 2 years, it's worth it to start expanding rather than having 1 point of leads coming in, having 5, 6, 7 point of leads coming in?
Most definitely. I think my understanding of when it comes to like marketing is you want to like saturate the market with like brand awareness.
Yeah.
So it's not just like someone knocks on your door and they're like, oh yeah, I've been waiting to schedule window cleaning with you guys. But it's like, you know, a lot of times this year we've had guys knock on the door and they're like, oh, I don't trust you or whatever, or I don't know, you know, a sales rep, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll call back a week later because they're like, oh, I just saw a couple of your ads, and then I saw you're doing all our neighbors.
Yeah.
And I did talk to someone at the door type of thing. So it's like those touch points and the impressions that add up, and then they'll make a buying decision, or vice versa. It'll be like they saw signs around the city, and then they saw a truck drive by on the highway, and then they saw a yard sign at their neighbor's house, and then they got a sticky note on the door, and then it's like a sales rep taps on the door. It's like, oh yeah, I've been seeing you guys. How much is it?
Yeah.
You know, so I do think the awareness is a key factor, and that impression count, I think it does help and it adds up. So yeah, I would say so. Door to door is a great tool. It's kind of unstoppable in a sense. Like, sure, you can make money without having a great brand, but for the goals that we had for Rise was a little different. We didn't want to be we did door to door. We still do door to door, but we're not like a door to door company. We want to have a really nice brand.
Yeah, you're a window cleaning company.
Yeah, we want to have a really nice like an excellent window cleaning company, a service-based company.
Yeah.
That people trust. And so I think Rise, like the branding we have now, supports the goals. So I think for what we were trying to build, yeah, for other people, it might not be the case, because the door-to-door window cleaning thing gets kind of there's like a negative connotation to that.
Yeah.
So if you're not trying to build a great brand, okay. But like if you're an entrepreneur and business owner and you want to build something bigger than yourself and the people that are in contact directly with you, then I would say it's a no-brainer. But it's not really an option, I would say. You can't
kind of
really
have to.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's been your biggest thing, like, because obviously there's so many window cleaners everywhere. There's a few around here that have more reviews, probably are bigger than you. What's been your main thing to kind of just trying to beat them and not have the bigger dogs kind of take over your mindset of like, oh, I can't actually make it in this industry because there's already multiple people in my city. There's already a bunch of window cleaners. What made you push through that and be like, I can be different. I can be the best in my city?
That's a good question. I was an athlete, and anyone who was in athletics, you're kind of competitive naturally, and so those type of personalities don't shy away from competition. So I like the competition. There's like at least a half a dozen really excellent window cleaning companies in my city.
Yeah.
And there's probably 20 total, at least, somewhere around there. But there's 6 that are really good and a decent size, at least a half dozen. But there's plenty to go around, and I know that, based off of my experience, that there's still a gap in the service industry to raise the standard a bit. And so it didn't really deter me at all. If anything, the competition should encourage people in that position, because there's plenty to go around, and if you can build a really awesome, company with a great brand and great service, then I guess what I would say, I wasn't necessarily focused on beating the bigger companies. I was just trying to, or at least lately, I've just been trying to be excellent, or be the best, set a high standard, and then the rest usually starts to kind of fall into place.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Just focusing on trying to be better, not just make money.
Yeah.
Or, I've got the sales team, let's just go rip. It's well, no, we need to make sure the service is really high level.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people on social media, they just put out content about doing door-to-door, not the actual service end of the business, which is, I would say, more than half of the business. Because if you can get a customer, that's great, but if you can't keep a customer, there's no point in getting them, because it's you're always going to be treading water. You're going to be just drowning if you're not out on the doors. Whereas with you, it's you go knock on someone's door, you sell them, and because of all the systems you built and the service you provided, they stay for the next few years, paying you 2, 3, 4 times a year, just from one door knock. Where most people, they knock one door, they get $250 from that. To make another $250, they have to knock on another door. You can make another $250 8 times from that one person. So yeah, definitely a lot of people just focus on the sales online.
Well, and I would say too, door-to-door is awesome. It changed my life, my perspective. The experience was great. I knocked on 10,000 doors in the first year and a half, or whatever that looked like.
Yeah.
And we'll still use it as a tool, and we'll leverage that. We'll pull that lever to gain new leads. But if you don't have attitude, belief, and conviction in what you're doing, then that's also going to affect you on the doors.
Yeah.
And if you do use door-to-door as a tool, cool, but it will impact either you or your sales team or your reps or somebody. I've got people that come to mind where right now that I'm just thinking of, where the sales managers are questioning the service, and that's affecting their ability to go and do their job really well, because they're oh, are my jobs going to get fulfilled properly?
Yeah.
So now when we work, the conviction is really high because the service is great. The technicians are like sweethearts. They're awesome. We get a ton of reviews. Like, I get my windows cleaned, so I know what the experience is. I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of nice. Like, I'm fully convicted in the service and the communication, which allows me to be, it helps me convert. Yeah. It helps our guys in the field convert, and me when I'm selling, or, so on and so forth.
And you can't fake that either. Like, you can't fake conviction. It's just something people can tell that you have, which is important. Because I feel like a lot of people that do the door-to-door content on social media always just talk about, oh, you have to just have conviction in what you do and you'll get more customers. But it's like, what does that really mean? It's not just like, yes, it's a belief, but you can't really like build it without any proof. So that's good that you having the good service delivery team and all of that just makes you more confident, and you know that when you sell something that's gonna get fulfilled, customer's gonna be happy. So.
Yes.
I think let's do one more question and then we'll wrap this up.
I want to talk about your business.
Okay. Ask me some questions.
Yeah. So what's your business? What is the name of your business?
Amplify Studio. Helping people like Chris out.
Yeah. So what are all the packages that Amplify? What are all the services that Amplify offers?
So pretty much everything that we've been talking about: branding, truck wraps, websites, ads. But for me, what I realized the biggest foundation is for every home service business is like the website, because website helps with ads. Like, your ads will convert better if you have a high converting website. Doing all the marketing stuff, like doing yard signs, door hangers, sticky notes. If you don't have a good website, how are people going to actually book anything with you? Same with truck wrap. It's like, yeah, you can have the phone number, but that doesn't build any trust. Going to an actual website builds the most trust. So the first thing we do is we rebuild your entire website to be SEO optimized. So multiple pages, service pages, location pages, to make you show up higher on Google. So when people look up your service in their area, you get more leads. And then from there, we have other ongoing monthly packages with ads and more ongoing SEO. We're building out stuff for Google LSA right now. And yeah, that's pretty much what.
Is this your first business?
No.
Technically?
Kind of. Okay, so, when I was in high school, I tried to start a business. I would call real estate agents and I would sell them on leads. I would be like, how get you qualified leads for your real estate business, and I would run Facebook ads for it, but I never closed anyone. So I started it. I got a guy to say yes to $5,000, but silly me, I didn't get payment on the call, and then he just ghosted me. So technically my second business, but I mean, this whole thing has been, you've been through all of it. Like, first it was video editing, and then it was websites, and then it was more video editing, and then it was like both. And now we're pretty much just trying to go with specifically home service businesses, mainly window cleaners right now. Going to do like car detailers next, but just build their online presence and just start making them money without having to be knocking on the doors all day, every day.
Good.
Yeah.
And what have you learned in the trial and error so far?
Of running a business, or that it's not for everyone. That's for sure.
Why?
It's very difficult. You have to have high stress tolerance to run any business, in my opinion. Just because I feel like with me right now, there's like multiple people on the team, and it's like, when I was just doing it all myself, like quote unquote freelancing, it was fine because I would take on as much as I could handle. I would do all of it. It was whatever. But then when you start bringing other people on, it's like, okay, there has to be things done in a timely order, or else everything is going to get delayed. So it's like, if one person takes an extra 4 days on a part of their project, it's going to delay everything by 4 days. So that's like the main thing. It's just very stressful to make sure everyone's doing their work, staying on task, and making the customers happy.
Very good, Blake.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
Happy customers.
happy customer right here.
That's me.
Right here. He's the OG first ever client.
The first ever.
What would you? Wait, I want to hear this. I want to hear your estimate. What's your estimate of all your income of this year? How much was it because of me?
Because of like the branding and stuff. Well, I mean,
like branding. Like if you had to throw a number out.
well, I mean, the top line revenue will do 600,000
Yeah.
this year. Well, it's January now, so last year.
Yeah. Last year, 2025.
Yeah, it's around 600,000, which is more than we did the first year.
Yeah.
But the first year we didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So this was the first year with Rise.
What would you say the percentage of that 600K is from Amplify Studio?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know. I would say that without the branding, we definitely would have struggled to
So maybe like
get
15%?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a number and be like 100K,
Yeah.
but like I'm not sure. But I would say we definitely wouldn't have as much as we did now. Like, if you want to get analytical, I could go back and look at all the leads. I guess technically,
Yes,
but
you're good.
you know, it would have just been like me calling old clients and them
Yeah.
listening. It's like, oh, it's your window cleaner, and they would have just been like, cool.
Yeah.
But with Rise, it definitely has a bigger ceiling, a higher ceiling. So, but
Basically,
we'll do like 600K in top line revenue this year, and our goal for 2026 is like 800, which is conservative, I think, based on what I'm trying to accomplish, trying to build all the systems while still working quite a bit, so it doesn't all collapse internally if I step away in the future.
Yeah.
So my goal this time next year is to step away, and then it'll probably really grow after that.
Yeah.
Once I fire myself,
Exactly.
it'll probably grow a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Basically, the point I was trying to get at was it's worth it to invest in your business. Because.
well, the problem is that you don't make any money by saving.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you actually lose
Money
and
spending,
opportunity
right?
costs. Yeah. It's just everyone wants instant gratification, so they want to make 100K in their first year starting a business, but like you kind of have to work your face off for at least five years to get it. At least in the home service space, like you need to really bust it because if you don't have resources like monies, if you don't have money to deploy, like you have to go knock doors or do whatever all yourself.
Uh-huh.
You have to usually probably like do a lot of the service yourself. So like you have to start off somewhere. So I think everyone expects it's like a big cash cow, when in reality, if you're making a 30% margin, that's insane for home service. So our goal for Rise is to do 800K and have 30% margin. Maybe more since I'm working. Probably a lot more this year still, as like operations and sales. But
Yeah.
you gotta get your branding taken care of. You can't even have a business without a brand. It's like the starting point.
Yeah. Love that.
So if I had to start all over, we'd definitely be bigger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would have been like, I don't need you to knock doors. I just need you to go make this brand.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Sweet. Well, Chris Stocks, everybody, and yeah, we'll have his websites, his social medias in the description, my stuff in the description, and
how do we find you, Blake?
it's gonna be posted to both of our channels.
Okay.
My website's down below, Amplify Studio. My Instagram, you can just DM me, whatever. We'll make something work. Hop on a call, and
Yeah. Come blitz. Sir.
sure. Peace.
See ya.